All right, guys, here we go. The final race of the night. The prolates from I55. Had to start in the back, work my way to the front. It was a fun race. Good race. I made a mistake in this race, and we're going to see it here as soon as we get going. Um, it was just an honest mistake. Um, on lap two, coming out of turn two, I did not realize that coach, and I think it was I see you peeking, was on the high side of coach. I thought coach and I were coming out side by side, so I went to the second lane so that way I could be like right beside coach. And I didn't realize that coach had a car the outside of him, so I ended up hitting coach. I think coach probably went up into I think it was peeking. I see you peeking, and it caused thing. My fault. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I know it probably messed their race up a little bit, but there's something else I want y'all to pay attention to. That's tragic. Tragic starts towards the back with me. Tragic and I made up awesome ground. He followed me right through the pack. People were like, "Oh, Rooster made it up through the pack pretty quick." Well, Tragic did too. Tragic stay. I actually get into Tragic a little bit. The car just, yeah, I think that's Tragic right there. The 25, the gray and red car there. Um, Coming out of the corner, the car just gets real tight, and I go up into him. I think it's coming out of turn four here, or maybe it's right here. Yeah, right there.
Whoever that was,
I get into
my
him.
bad.
But pretty good race right here. And you see, this is when it's going to happen. I had no idea we were three wide. I go up, and it, no excuses. My fault. So just get on with it. put it behind us, and we get going. So here you see Tragic's right behind me. Try to make up the distance on War Pony. You see how everybody's running down towards the bottom of the track? The prolates, high groove, fast groove. So I've got 40 laps. Well, we're down to about 36 laps here to make it to the front. And if I'm going to make it to the front, I got to get going. So anytime that I get a chance to get underneath somebody, I'm going to do it. People racing side by side, it's going to make it a lot harder to do. I got Tragic right behind me, and these things are sleds. They want to push they always want to push up, unless you run super loose, and that's not the way to do this. So here you see I got the run coming out of four. I have to be aggressive. I have to be, as long as I'm not putting people in the wall. But you see how I just dove down. I have to. If I want to win, if I want to get to the front, you got to be aggressive. And there you see Tragic in the mirror. He's scooting right along with me. He's being a little aggressive too, but we ain't being aggressive to the point where we're being dirty. We see openings. You have to shoot for them, especially with these, in these prolates. So here we have Go Pack and Yeet racing right in front of us here. They got a pretty good battle. So I got to figure out how I'm going to get underneath Go Pack here. Here, I'm going to get the run coming on the low side. I'm thinking, okay, shoot underneath him, but he ends up getting a huge run coming off of that corner. So here, shoot underneath him, try to get the run, but Go Pack's got his zip up there in that fast groove. I get the wall a little bit there. Luckily, Tragic showed me a little bit of sympathy and didn't go too hard into the corner there and mess us all up. There, Tragic's trying to get underneath me. He's trying to get the run, but I'm in the fast lane. It's difficult at these tracks where it's just basically one groove. It makes it pretty hard. The hair is still trying to get a run on Go Pack. He gets the wall a little bit there. Then Yeet comes up and gets into Tragic, or gets into Go Pack, and Go Pack, unfortunately, goes back a little ways. So now I got to work on Yeet. Yeet and I, our cars are magnets to each other a lot of times. And there, he got too high. I got a good run down low, pulled the slider on him, got right up into his lane. He gives me the little bump, which is expected. You got to expect that. You pull a slider on somebody, stop it, right in the middle of the track. the guy behind you is going to hit you. That's just the way it is. I do it. Somebody pulls a slider on me, and I very rarely am I going to hit the brakes so I don't hit them. No, it ain't going to upset the car. Nothing like that. So here I'm working on Danger, trying to get underneath Danger. He's got that high groove. He's doing everything right. He's running a fast groove. There he gets the wall, so I'm going to do my normal. I'm going to shoot underneath him. He's going to get that run. He's holding a good line up there. Yeet, he's right behind me. Go Pack's right behind him. We're all running pretty tight here, and I keep trying to get that slide of that over-under. Looking in the rearview mirror, I hope that I did not come up and clip Danger, because Danger was racing me good. You see, when I did that over-under and he hit the back of my car, it kind of shot him up. So Danger, I hope it was a clean slide job that I pulled on you. If not, I apologize. One thing this game that I wish they do is I wish that you could see your spoiler on the back. That way you could gauge those sliders a little more. I really hope I didn't mess Danger's race up there. You know, when you pull those sliders, you got to make sure that you've got enough distance that you can do that. And right there, I'm really hoping I didn't hit the left front of his car. But I think, you know, Yeet's right behind me. He's working on me. Right behind him, there was Go Pack, and then there was somebody else. I'm guessing the War Pony right behind him, maybe, or I don't know, somebody. I can't read the names. The way this records, it's two small screens. It's weird, but yeah, I had to go. So here it is. We're going for our third win in a row with the pro lates. So a lot of people are asking, how are you so fast in these pro lates? Well, one thing that you got to do when you go into these corners is, and you can hear the throttle. You can even see it on the speedometer gauge there. You go in the corner and you're full throttle, lift, hit, lift. So I'm going to show you. Right now I'm full throttle, lift, hit, lift, hit. Looks kind of dumb, right? I get it. But what you're doing is you're setting the car. So you're setting the car to go in. So when you let off and then hit the throttle, you're hitting the car's going sideways. These things are sleds. So you have to hit that throttle to make them. You are steering with your throttle. And then you're lifting so that way the car sets and grips, and then you're back on. Like I said, full throttle, lift, hit, hit. So it's bam, 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 bam. It just takes practice. I mean, and you just got one thing that you know, if any guys from the league are watching this, and I might bring it up in chat, that might be a good idea to go, you know, after we race the midgets, to race these, and then finish with the 360s and the 410s. I think that would probably make it better racing, because we're going from racing the sprint cars where you just barely turn the wheel and you're turning. To these, you go watch the live stream. You're working that wheel. You are working. Some of these tracks by the end of the race, I mean, it's just a video game. Here we are sitting at home. By the end of the race, you got to beat a sweat rolling off you, because you are working. And my wheel is a force feedback. So anything that's happening on there, on the race, my wheel will actually turn like we're actually racing. It's pretty crazy, but good race. Like I said, apologize to Coach, and I think it was Pika and Danger. I hope it was a clean pass on you, a clean slider. You know, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. You know, that's why I don't get too worked up over things. Here we go. Get the checker flag. A little skirt, little yeet yeet. Not yeet yeet. No. I guess another shout out to Yeet Yeet there. So, good night of racing. See, the paint scheme's different. This was the last league race of the year. This was just a transition paint scheme. Getting ready to put together my 2024 colors. I did do a pro late, or not a pro late, a super late model paint scheme. Really don't like it. I'm
I
more
have
of
to remind
a
myself to blink once
less
in a
is
while.
more type of person.
All right, now whoever
Um,
picked this track, hit yourself
so
in the
I'm trying
nuts
to put
now.
together a paint scheme for the year, so that way all
Great
the cars
race. I love
match.
it.
I don't put a lot of time into it because it takes too much time. By the time you do, you do a whole bunch of shapes, then you got to do it to the other side, and it's a pain. So,
I had a
whew.
466. Shit, I was moving.
All right. I don't have really a lot more to say. So, like, subscribe,
That was a good night.
and we will see you guys later. A little bit about me. I have really bad anxiety. I'm starting to have an attack right now. Whew. So, y'all take it easy. Appreciate you guys. Good league race, and we'll catch you later.
Yeah,
Whew.
probably gonna go super.
I hope I went through the field good. I think a couple people I might have rubbed on a little bit, but I think Dane, yeah. All right, GG's, guys. All right, y'all. Good night of racing. Midgets. Midgets are what they are. I don't really practice them. I've never ran a lap at Weed Sport with the midgets. We get six, something like that. I think we started eighth or in the back. I don't know. We started in the back, got six, I think. And midgets, I really don't pay a lot of attention to them. 360s, good race. Finished second there. I could have did the bump and run on War Pony, but that's where the whole racers etiquette thing comes into play. Um, if I would have, I had plenty of opportunities that I could have bumped him up the track, did a good clean bump and run on him, but coach was right behind me, and I think it was Pekin was right behind him. And if I would have hit him up out of the way, he would have went from first all the way back to fourth. And I'm locked in the playoffs there. I'm sure Pony is too, but I wasn't gonna do that to him and cause him to go all the way to the back or back to fourth. He earned the right to be up there. So instead of roughing him up a little bit, just let it happen. Hold on, big guy. Got a second there. 410s. I don't know what Minion was doing there, but man, coach had a good slider on me. I was able to see it coming though. Peripheral vision. I saw him go low. I knew he was going to scoot, so I really tailed the rear end of the car out. Was able to shoot underneath him, put a little distance on him. Then Minion had some problems, and then he tried to do the slider on me. Didn't have me cleared. Ended up hitting me a few times, but. Whatever happened to him, he went to the back. I think he finished ninth or 10th. Um, Unfortunately, coach did too. I don't know what happened in their races, but we picked up the win in the 410s and the pro lates. Pro lates was a really good race. The thing about the pro lates is you get that run. As long as you could get 3/4 of the pass, and then you can run basically side by side with them, you can shoot underneath them at that track. Even, hey buddy, you want to say hi? But starting in the back because we won last week and we won the week before that, so that's three in a row in the pro lates. So we're sitting pretty good there. Obviously, we're in the championship for that, locked into that. We'll have to start in the back at Circle Lake. Circle Lake is not a track that I do very good, so we'll practice that. So maybe we make it four in a row. I appreciate y'all stopping by, checking out the channel. Hit that subscribe button if you like racing. We're going to start doing live broadcasts talking about racing, anywhere from dirt track all the way up to NASCAR stuff. Something that Buddy and I were going to start doing. So hit that subscribe button, comment down below. If you own a league and you want me to come by and you want me to race and put your race on YouTube and race with you guys, I love meeting new people, love racing with new people. Driver's etiquette is my main thing. I want to win, but if I can't win, you know, I'm not going to screw anybody over. You guys saw that in the 360 race. Until next time, appreciate y'all stopping by. Y'all have a good one.